Let's get to the bottom of this one. Unspoken truths that I miss one. Tap into the minds of the people, rather acknowledge before I dismiss one. Atheists, Muslim, Christians, Buddhists, they all got usage. All got perspective, it's a collective. Get to the bottom where the truth is. With our hearts uncovered. Where you detox from all of the lies you smothered. What them tries could have killed you, but with faith you recover. Yup. Peel off the makeup, we finna take off. Never said it'd be a cakewalk. Meditate till we charged up. Execute goes regardless. Decalcify my pineal. Breaking language barriers, we saw millennials. Planets passing age rotations, down me we owe. So down me we know. Sometimes we can't be slow, that's why my ears open. Every drop you add could complete the ocean. Speak up, play your part too. Been vulnerable, it's so hard to reflect on all the Jews life taught you. It's on you, tell the truth.
Hey, Henry, how are you?
Hello, I'm stellar. How are you, Kimberly?
I'm blessed. Hey, everybody, this is Kimberly with Unseen Twisted Truth, and we appreciate you coming on. We are the People's Podcast. And our guy, 2livety, has not said he was home yet or something. I don't know. So we're just going to run it, give him a couple minutes. If he doesn't show up, we're going to take it over, and it's going to be the Unseen Twisted Truth Henry Cole Show.
Uh-oh. That might not be a good thing. I don't know.
It's always a good thing when we got to wing it.
I do like winging things. That's what I want to do. I want to do a lot of street journalism here coming up this summer. I think that'd be really fun, me getting out there with the people.
So we had a nice event, I think. It was a nice turnout.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. It was.
Yeah. So what do you got? Anything new coming on?
I do. I have a gig coming up June 3rd at the new Dodge Lounge there in Hamtown. Going to be hot off the Ferndale Pride there, probably all revved up playing my guitar in public, and that's at the new Dodge Lounge June 3rd. Glencoe, a bunch of other great Ryan Brown musicians are all going to be there. It's more of a coffee house type style thing, which I guess I'm more used to, but I don't care. I'll play anywhere, anytime. But that's cool. That's coming up. And keep an eye out on the Henry Schul show here for more promos and stuff I'm working on actually today, right now, but taking a break.
That's what's up.
Thank you, Billy.
No, I care about you, and I care about what you got coming up and going on. So the people care about you.
That's good. I love the people. I care about the people, and I think I've had some people reaching out to me lately about how my songs are helping them cope with some trauma and stuff, and I just realized I'm like fat paid on that. I didn't make a dime, but that karma system. I feel so good when people actually give me feedback positive about my music when they're listening to it. So, because most of it's about deep-seated emotional issues and alcoholism.
That's why I wish, though, you would get your royalties up and whatnot and get all that squared away so that you can.
I know I need to get some of this humble off me or something. I'm trying to maybe be too humble about things. I'm trying to change that maybe.
You got to watch out for you, though, at the end of the day. I mean, it's good to stay humble and it's good to care about everybody else in the society. But at the end of the day, who cares about you?
Oh, but I like having support. And I'm going to be out there doing and talking to real people doing real things. And I was busy all damn day working on it, but I've got too much stuff I'm working on. I got to prioritize.
I like that idea, though. I like that concept. I think... When was the last time we'd seen something like that? Like, not taxi cab confessions, but something at nighttime. I seen a guy would go around and do little interviews with people during the nighttime and stuff like that. But I've never really seen nothing really for real, just strangers and whatnot. And ask them what their opinions are on certain aspects and ideals.
Oh, yeah, especially in poverty areas, the lower income areas like that. Even in my hometown of Port Huron, I've been told there's some. And I need to be out there. I need to be talking about addiction and care because, I think it's very lacking. Obviously, I've made that point across, and I got a whole bunch of content coming up here expressing all of that and all the concerns. I'm not gonna stop. I never planned on it, but I could get held back by a lot of things. A lot of stuff from my past gives me a lot of grief in the present here, and it really holds people back. Insecurity from being what you really can. And I think this summer is going to be the insecurity breaking down wall party.
Well, every time they say when you want to learn something, you have to release something. So, releasing that insecurity is it so you can learn something. That's how it goes. You can't gain without giving away. You have to give to gain.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
So if you give away that insecurity, then you'll gain something different in return. Just because you're giving away doesn't mean it's got to be always positive you give away. You can give away negative as long as you're releasing something to receive something. That's all that matters.
I spent a lot of time. Yeah, absolutely. I did. I learned about hard lessons about that. I used to give away quite a bit. I feel like I spent a lot of my time actually trying to appease people. I could do a whole podcast on people pleasing, but once
Yeah.
aspect, getting over that aspect was monumental for me, and it continues to. But I've just had my eyes open recently, even since the event, which I do think went really well. And I had a blast, and it was nice to get out there and meet everybody and see the new club and everything. Club 54 is really beautiful. I had an eye opener. I don't know. I've leveled up or something, like they say in video game language.
But at the end of the day, too, it's not about anything that happened. It's about that love that you receive. Because just if one person don't like you, you got 5 that do.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
That's how it always goes. When you got someone complaining about you, got 5 new friend requests.
Yeah, absolutely. And don't get me started on algorithms, but I've had a few people approach me after shows and stuff and say, "Man, I'm just not digging you." And why is a very hard question to ask somebody who's, well, one, intoxicated, and two, I don't know, wasn't really connecting with it. But I've never taken that bad criticism hard. I used to lose like wrestling matches and shit in school, and I would, probably punch lockers and shit afterwards, probably more than I like to admit. But I was very insecure and fucked up as a kid. But now it's like you got to learn to love losing sometimes, because losing is always an option for learning. Yeah.
Right.
It's hard to take that away from you once you get that mentality.
That's true too. That's true too. And guess what? This is what I wanted to say though. If you go out there in the what is it? The backways, alleyways, and where the hookers and homeless people live, like Jesus did. You go back there and you talk to those people. What I need you to do is realize that they're going to find some hidden talent. You're going to find some jewels. You're going to find something that people didn't realize and see that was something. You know what I'm saying? Because people ain't given a chance, and they're always being counted out, and you're being judged by what you wear, where you live, what you drive, all that stuff. You're being judged, and you're not given a proper chance. And we found what I've seen recently, this last year and a couple years in a row, they found a painter from being homeless.
Mm-hmm.
Steve Harvey found him, and then he got huge and millionaire now. Good. They found singers. You found comedians. And nobody ever goes to the homeless people and then talks to them and asks them what their dream is, what their passion is, what drives them, because just because you're homeless doesn't mean you're not talented.
It's counting your blessings too. I think 9 out of 10 people will say, be glad with what you have. And that is good. That mentality is being grateful will get you places, but also wanting to try and spark change and considering those being shit on by society all the time. We're pretty self-centered, I think, as people a lot of the time. I have to be a lot of the time. You have to be. There's a time and a place, but a lot of people don't choose homelessness all the time. I've been put in situations in violent home situations, problems at home, where I chose to live in a tent for months of the time. Maybe I've done this my entire life, lived on and off of state land, and just had my combat knife and a little bit of skills and gut instinct behind me. And that's hard for some people, and some people choose that, and then I'm still grateful for it. I've always woke up during the sunrise in a tent or some shit. I can always be grateful about that. I haven't been pushing for royalties and shit, because when it comes to money, that shit terrifies me. I hate money.
I feel that. But sometimes you can hate something and still have to have it.
Sure, but we can always give away too. And I do aim for
sure. That's for sure. That's the biggest part about getting money, is to give it away, to me anyways too. I'm the same boat as you. Just think about the more money you get, the more money people you can help.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
so to hate something is extreme.
Absolutely. I try to remove hate from my vocabulary. I really do. It's hard to break as humans.
It is. But you can say that you have a love-hate relationship for it, or you don't see a value in it. But at the end of the day, it's what drives this world, and that's sad.
Sure. there's always value in it. It's, I guess, how you seek it.
Yeah.
Plays a big part. You can seek it for good, you can seek it for evil, because it's a total human construct, and it's one of the most powerful things on earth, and it deals with everything. And you get too much money and greed going on, and we got too many. Well, I don't want to get into it. You can wreck this earth and wreck people and wreck huge demographics with money, or you can help them. And sadly, it's the latter that's going on. People are really greedy. I've seen it firsthand throwing trash.
That's so true. All right, so here he is. Hold on.
Yay.
Hey, 2livety.
Hey.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome, man. Thank y'all for having me.
No problem. We were just talking about because Henry was saying that he wants to go and start a podcast and start interviewing people from the streets, the homeless people and whatnot, and people that are drug addicts and that are trying to come off it, and people that are in rehab and stuff like that. And I told him that that's where you find all the hidden jewels.
Yeah, absolutely.
When people what do they count you out? When someone counts you out, you never know what they're holding.
Exactly. It takes a village to help with a community. So
for sure.
I that a lot. It's together. That's what we have as humans, is we have community. We can express that.
Exactly.
So tell us a little bit about you.
So 2Live, I'm a comedian. I'm a content creator and everything. Actor. Got a movie out now called The Pandemic on Tubi. It's pretty much going through showing like what happened throughout the pandemic and like how dudes took advantage of it, like far as like making money, and it showed like a lot. It showed like police brutality. It touched on a lot of bases, but that's a movie you can check out on Tubi, and we filmed that about 2 years ago. First, we did a short version of it and put it on YouTube, but we started getting so much recognition from it. A lot of people were like, "Oh, we want more. We want more." I thought it was going to be more to the movie because it was only 40 minutes, the original one. So that's when the director of the film, he reached back out to all the cast, and we ended up doing an extended version and put it out on Tubi and everything, and had a movie premiere in Imagine at Canton. And we went ahead and knocked that out, and then it got on Tubi maybe about 2 months ago. So, that was a good experience. That was my first film I've been in, so like it was a great experience and everything. And right now I'm working on a project. It's a TV show.
Do you see where it says more? Hold on, I'm gonna let you do something. Do you see where it says more? It'll say chats. Comments. Chats.
Okay. Posting comments and links to your stuff.
So if you post the name of the movies in the comments in the chats and stuff, I can copy and paste. My eyesight ain't the greatest, so. But if you can go on there and post all your stuff that you got coming up and where they can find you and whatnot, I want people to be able to have this on there when they see it.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I just typed it in.
Yep. It disappeared.
Am I back? Oh, I'm back. Good.
You are back.
I can't touch anything. I'm bad at it. Sorry about that.
That's okay.
And what was the name of that movie? If I can just write that.
I'm typing it right now.
Okay, good. I will check those chats after.
Do you see it right now in the chat?
Yeah, I see it.
So if you want to type what you got coming up too, what's the next thing you were talking about? You have another movie coming up?
Yes, the show Hidden. We're working on that now.
Hidden?
And, we still got to finish that up, but that's coming too. It's gonna be a TV series. Yep, Hidden.
What's it about?
And it's a TV series. It's about every character in the show, they have something to hide, and they all have something hidden. So it's pretty much like I don't want to spill too much beans, but a little girl ends up getting kidnapped by two guys. They see a car parked at the gas station, and they kidnap. They steal the car, but they don't realize that it's a little girl in the back seat the whole time. So once the car runs out of gas, they turn around and see it's a little girl here, a little girl in the back. So they're panicking and everything and scrambling. So they end up taking the girl with them, which follows in more trouble after that. And then they're trying to hide this little girl, which her name is hidden in the show. So
Okay.
they have something to hide. Like pretty much like it's a suspense and drama, and everybody has something to hide.
I like it. That sounds interesting.
That sounds fantastic. I gotta check that out.
Yeah, it sounds
Yeah,
interesting. You just painted a nice little picture of it.
Don't spoil too much. The
yeah.
trailers are so
I,
with that. Yeah, good job. Good job.
yeah, I don't like give out any spoilers or anything. So I want to do like my best, like to break it down as best as possible. But yeah, we're working on that now, and we're aiming to premiere that around like July, August. So, and we're gonna go like to film festivals and everything, and share it like to like other writers and other directors and everything to get it out there as much as possible. But yeah, it's been a great process with it though. It's been a great process, and I feel like the people are gonna love it because it's not like your typical, like how like most TV shows or anything like that today will be like just pretty much drugs or um like a show of like about strippers or anything like that. It's like it's more original. It's like something that nobody have seen yet. So I'm really excited for that to come out and everything and put that together.
Yeah, I love that synopsis. This is great. Um,
Thank you, thank you.
so, how about comedy? How long have you been doing stand-up comedy now?
So actually, I haven't necessarily gotten to actually did stand up yet. Like I hosted a few events and everything, but I haven't actually did like an actual open mic yet. So like that's like my next step. But like I label myself as a comedian because like I do like funny skits and videos like that, like for social media and everything. So I'm actually working on stand up right now. I've been writing since like 2019, 18, but I just actually never did like a whole set yet.
Well, it sounds like sketch comedy is certainly, up your alley too, for sure. I love sketch comedy. I remember Kids in the Hall and all those good old shows like that. Fond
Yeah,
memories.
yeah, and like that's
And,
nothing but the best.
and
Oh
Like
yeah.
I enjoy.
what I like most, and I apologize, what I like most about sketch comedy though, it's more freer. It's more like you're able to be who you want to be at the moment. You don't have to think of it ahead of time. You don't have to put a lot of thought into it and ponder and try to put this image. You're allowed to be raw and real.
Absolutely, absolutely, and it's great because laughter is like the medicine which we all need. We need that. Like that's our medicine is laughter. So I like to entertain people. I like to things like that because especially in today's time, it's always something going on in the world. So if I feel like I can use my talent and what God put me here for to share with others and like put a smile on someone else's face that might need that smile, that might need that laugh at a very low place in their life at the moment, that's what I'm gonna do. Like I love to
Yeah.
entertain and I love like just to deliver positive energy to others.
So what age did you realize that you were funny?
Really like you like when you're growing up, like you always have people tell you like you're funny and everything like that, like when you're a kid. But like I actually
Yeah.
realized it for myself, like like in high school, like 10th gradish, and because like I had just got hit by a car like a year before that, so I wasn't able to play sports or anything no more. Like so that was my main goal in life was to play sports, like the typical thing, like try to go to school, play sports, and I ended up falling short because of the accident I was in. So I think I was just messing around at home. It was my sophomore year, and I was just messing around, just being myself, just being a funny dude that I am. And I just made a video in the mirror, just messing around, and then I just started seeing like all the reaction and recognition that started getting on Twitter. Like it went viral on Twitter. Like back in the day, it was like hard to go viral on Twitter, so it went viral. And then I'm like, oh, so I'm pretty entertaining. Like I'm a funny dude. So I'm like, okay, at a point after I get out of high school, I'm gonna actually take this serious and like do sketches and do like skits and everything and actually take it serious and try to make a living off of it. And that's what I eventually ended up doing. Like probably like the 2 years prior after I graduated, I started just doing skits like with a few of my friends I went to school with, and like the rest was just history. Like, and then like the year of 2020, once I wasn't able to do my skits with my friends because like we had to be in pandemic and like everybody had to what's the word, quarantine. So
It
it was
was
that
rough.
point I had to do everything like on my own. I'm kind of like I don't really know what to do because I usually do this with the two dudes that I do it with. Like I do my sketches with them, but we weren't able to be around each other. And I think it was like the year of 2019. I was in California, and a good friend, like a dude I went to school with, I was out there with him, and he told me like, man, you should try TikTok. Like everybody's going viral off there right now. And then like at the time, I'm like, it went in one ear, went out the other, because I'm like, I'm already doing my skits, everything like that. Like I hear you, but I'm just still focused on the skits. But once we weren't able to do the skits together, I just started. I went on there, I messed around a little bit, and then like I just started being like internet sensation. Like I just started growing like a huge fan base off of it. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna keep doing these TikToks now. Even after the fact we do get out of quarantine and everything, I'm gonna continue to do these because it's doing good progress and great numbers. So I just kept sticking to it and kept going with it, and I just kept building myself up through it all, and it opened
So
up a
do
lot of
you
opportunities.
so do you do voiceovers? Is that what it is, or is it
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
like most of them are voiceovers, but I do have like a lot of original, like like where like when it's my voice, like, and I got so much into the voiceovers when I will post the ones like that's actually my voice and like my original skits. People will be like, "What movie is this from? What show is this from?" Like, it's not a movie or a show. Like that's just me. That's the original skit. So it just built up a lot of recognition off of it. Like that's how I honestly got my movie role for Pandemic because the dude that directed it and everything, he discovered me from off Instagram from doing those the TikTok videos. So I just kept getting like opportunities after opportunities just because of just reenacting and just entertaining people. So like it definitely was a blessing
So the
because
pandemic definitely made or break a lot of people. I saw that. I don't know if I was as fruitful as I wanted to be, but I sure got to know myself a little better. I think
yeah,
everybody certainly did, right? That's cool that you came out of that as a positive experience where you actually were fruitful and flourished with it. That's good to hear.
I've noticed that too. It changed a lot of people. That's when I had the my career change and whatnot. I've noticed a lot of people, like you said, it's either makes you or breaks you. Like you either become who you're supposed to be, which I love this. I love this honestly more than anything. I love when someone goes through something that's supposed to break you and they end up growing.
yeah, because it was a tough time because when you look at it, that was one of the biggest rates as far as couples getting divorces. Like that was one of the
Yeah.
biggest rates in history. And not only to mention, like you said, it breaks you or make you because a lot of people it broke a lot of people as far as like they took their life because they were just in the house all day and they didn't know how to deal with that. And we all have anxiety, we all have, some of us are going through depression. So just by them just being in the house 24/7, it led them to do something that was very unfortunate. And I was just like, because I knew everybody needed a good laugh around that time. So, and that was the best thing about it, as far as
Yeah.
in my advantage. Everyone was at home, so I had all the eyes on me, and anybody else had all eyes on them that was doing anything on social media. So it was like the perfect time to try to break out or grow a name for yourself, and which I did. So I was just thankful, like it didn't break me because it broke many other people, and it was a tough time around that time. Like, it was just little stuff. It wasn't even toilet paper, paper towel in the store. Like
Yeah.
Yeah,
you would think,
everyone went overboard for sure. It tested my relationship very hard. I will be the
yeah.
first to admit that.
And excuse my French, but I'm like, damn, I'm like, no, it's just quarantine. I didn't know that many people had to shit and wipe their
Yeah.
hands.
No, they were
So
just
like,
hoarding it. They were just hoarding it.
yeah, so
I threw garbage through most of quarantine. And it's also when I stopped throwing garbage was during quarantine because, wow, holy heck, it was nuts. People really threw it out, cleaned their houses. There was a lot of home projects going on. I remember just a wild freaking time. Did it feel really good to get reunited with your friends? They must have been really psyched, huh?
yeah, and then yeah, it was great because like they were seeing the progress and everything. Like, and that's why like those two are my genuine friends, Christian and Zach, because they did when we would do the skits. Like they did the skits with me. Like they weren't. I'm not saying that they're not talented or entertaining or anything, but like that was never their dream. They were just helping me out because they see that's what I wanted to do. They're like, I'm gonna help my friend try to build his name up, and even though I don't do skits or anything like that, I'm gonna do some skits with him just so he can do something productive for himself. And they just were so happy for my success. And once we all got back together, it was almost like, is this real? Because it seemed like we were in jail almost.
Oh, for sure.
Like it was like just like a reunion almost. Like, man, like it feels good just to be back around each other. Like I remember because the first time they came back over my house, they like, man, it just feels weird even being in your room. Like it feels so much different. So like that definitely was just a great Kodak type of moment. You know, a little overwhelming because it was just a little different. I'm like, hold on, you growing in a little weird over there, man.
How much you've grown.
Yeah, man. I'm like, so it was just crazy. It was great. I was glad to be back around my friends, you know, just glad to be back around, you know, other people other than my family.
Yeah, for sure. Imagine being a 14-year-old boy during the pandemic and you come back and be around your friends as a grown man.
Man, isn't it crazy? Just like as far as like what the kids had to go through, like with the graduations, like they didn't get a lot of experience. Like it kind of is crazy. Like it's like even to this day, it seems like I'll be like out like around like maybe like 12 o'clock. I'd see like a little kid or like a teenage kid. I'm like, aren't they supposed to be in school? Like, is it half days every day now or something? Like, but it's just crazy because they don't have to they done got so used to being in quarantine so long. So a lot of their parents put them in homeschool after that fact.
Yeah, for sure.
And the world just started even getting even more crazy because like like we were seeing mass shootings almost like felt like once a month, and I'm just like, what's going like that's the school is supposed to be the safe place for kids. Like,
so I want to touch on something heavy since we're going kind of that direction. This is Suicide Awareness Month, and I want to talk to everybody on that fact because, you know, even Robin Williams killed himself and it's because of being depressed. But when someone's happy, you don't realize that they too could be depressed because they're putting on this fake persona of being happy.
Absolutely.
Even though laughter is the best medicine, know yourself and know your friends and know your family members and know that energy's off.
Yep.
Yeah,
talk to somebody.
For sure. You know, you see people who are happy, and sometimes mania can be disguised as total happiness, you know, especially someone like me who really pushed people away and put up walls of I am happy. So, yeah, suicide awareness, it's affected all of us, right, Kimberly? Good thinking.
Yeah. I totally agree. Like, you know, we all need that moment where we just least expect it. Like when somebody like you probably haven't heard from in months or years, like there's been a buddy from you went to school with anything like that, just check on you like, hey man, just think about you. Just want to let you know I love you. Like those type of messages we need that time to time because when we feel like we're all alone, there's so many people out there that's thinking about us and loving us and wanting nothing but the best for us. So I appreciate like messages like that because it shows me to the point like, okay, I'm being a little selfish because I'm thinking like it's nobody out here that's not thinking about me or don't have any love for me, but it really is. There's a lot of people in my corner, and I'm very thankful and very grateful for that because we might overlook that at times and think nobody's there for us and like we're just all alone, which is never true. Like even
social media, it's supposed to bring us together, but a lot of people haven't been using it like that. It's got weaponized in so many facets, and nobody really does communicate. It's hard. You can't communicate through memes and comments without body language and talking quite properly, in my opinion. And we've lost some aspects of that humanity. So it's important to reach through Messenger once in a while and just hit your friends up. Just, what's up? How are you? Yeah. It could be, like you said, could mean life or death for somebody.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
And it's sad to the point because I was talking about this to my uncle the other day. Like we don't even get calls anymore that such and such might have passed away. All you got to do is go on Facebook and say like, oh damn, like he died. Like it's not like no one's calling and tell you these like this type of news anymore. They just put it straight on Facebook, and I feel like that's kind of a little bogus too because at least give the family some time. I feel like if it's like not the immediate family that's not posting it first, like give it some time to post. Because like that's the last thing someone wants to see is like it's already enough their immediate loved one just passed away, but I gotta go on here and see all these other people posting. And they haven't even posted yet. Like, at least let them post first and then follow up after that, because
Right.
Right.
I feel like it's kind of just bogus towards like the family. Like, I understand like you're showing nothing but like your condolences and everything like that, but you can do that by calling that person that you know that whose immediate family that is. Like, I'm sorry for your loss, or but it's
Right.
just sad that all you had, like, you just got to go on Facebook. You don't receive those kinds of calls anymore. Like, you
Right.
go on social media and see it.
And I've seen some things, and I don't know. I mean, I love to blame it on the pandemic because life has changed so dramatically from that to us. The norm ain't norm, and just weird things. So much weird things we've been noticing a lot lately. I watched this girl twerking a corpse at a funeral. And they were recording it laughing and they were all cheering her on, and it was in a weird country, and that's what they were doing during this guy's funeral.
Well, I mean, they could be celebrating that person's life. I wouldn't be upset if someone twerked at my funeral, but I mean, who's to know?
On the corpse though, Henry. On the corpse though, Henry.
On the corpse.
No, I couldn't do that. I couldn't
Okay.
do
Yeah,
that.
yeah, that's a little too much. Like, that is a similar situation about last year. It was a rapper. I think he might have ended up dying over overdose, or he was killed. But his mom, and I guess this, she claims to say that's what he wanted. I mean, if that's what he wanted, who's to blame or anything? But it was just freaky to me because I've never seen anything like this. So after the funeral and everything, like later on that night, like they had a going away party at the strip club, and they had his whole corpse stood, like he was stood up and everything on the stage. Like, it was a dead corpse, and it just looked like he was just staring you down. Like, they had the corpse on the stage, just standing up. And
It's a
I'm like,
Weekend at Bernie's fan, I guess.
yeah, I'm like, this is this is a little too weird. If I was in the club that night and I just see a corpse just on the stage, I'm gonna be like, yeah, I think it's. If I didn't have too many, did I have too many drinks, or is it time just to go? So
Can we get our homies taxidermied yet? Is that possible? I mean, I don't know. Is that bad? That might be too much. I got to keep some levity here.
yeah,
So wild, though. That is wild. Corpse at the strip club.
yeah, just like, wow. And then like I said, I can. It's no one to blame. I mean, his mom was the one that allowed it. I mean, if that's what he wanted, who am I to say don't do what you wanted to do? But I just never heard anyone talking to their mom like, yeah, man, if I die, make sure you have my corpse on stage at the strip club.
Can you take the link and share it?
Like,
I need that funeral drip.
like, he had a whole fresh, like, you'd have thought like it was a mannequin. He had a whole fresh outfit on and everything. I'm like, and it was just standing up. I'm like, man, this looks pretty freaky.
You can't make that one up, can you?
No, I'm like,
Yeah. I don't know
I'm
what
like,
to comment on that.
2020, the generation we live in now. That's all I can really think of. Like, just wow. I really was out of words.
Yeah, no, I that's how I feel about watching that video. I couldn't really sit and watch the whole thing. I just kept looking at, like, everybody's cheering it on, and I was tipping my head like, I don't know. I can't promise that that's okay. We may go to hell for that, and I don't care if they believe in a heaven or hell. That's kind of distasteful, and I don't know.
Yeah, it's almost like a mock, you know.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we could voice our discern for but I guess if they're not really hurting anybody, you can't hurt the proprietor of the event anymore. But then it's already happened. But I guess I don't shame people. I try not to shame people unless I see people getting hurt. But it is a strange practice. But of course, that is tolerance in a nutshell. Whether you think it's weird or not, has it affected you deeply? It could. I don't know. Some things you can't unsee.
Yeah, that's true.
I just find it weird. Where'd it go?
It's strange. It's a little strange. It's a little
yeah. Just like, oh, that's a little odd, but you know.
It is what it is. Who am I to say that's wrong or right?
Right.
I've never been a fan of body suspension where you put a bunch of piercings in your back and arms and you hang yourself. I've heard it's euphoric, but I wouldn't do it, but I've seen people do it, and hey, it brings them a lot of joy. So good for you.
I feel that.
Just
So,
admit
what would you tell someone young trying to be in the limelight of comedy and stuff?
Honestly, my most important thing, the most important thing from first most is don't worry about what people think. Far as it's gonna be plenty of people from your neighborhood or whatever, or from wherever. Oh, that's corny. That like I don't think that's funny. Like, don't care about the opinions. Most importantly, do what you do out of the love for what you're doing. If you don't have like no passion or love for it, really don't try to find something else because love what you do. Don't find it draining or anything like that. Be consistent. You know, believe and have faith in it. Believe in it. Even when it's days like I don't want to do this. Like it's not even making any sense no more. Just keep going because just because you might have not a huge fan base yet, you might be touching somebody. Just it might could be one person or even 10, 20 people. They might look forward to seeing you, and it might bring them some type of relief just from anything they're going through. So always remember that. Go for it, like do it out of the love that you have for it, and putting a smile on others' faces, like, and be consistent about it, and like actually have faith in it.
Remember what you're doing it for.
Yep. Remember what you're doing it for, and just
Yeah.
have fun while doing it. Love and have fun while you're doing it.
right.
Don't feel like you're doing it only to make money out of it, or like do it because like you enjoy doing this. Like the money's gonna come if you're looking at it just like, oh, I'm gonna do this because I see other people making money off of it. Like I want to make some money. Don't look at it just off of the money. Look at it as you're trying to heal someone. How something might have healed you, as far as it was music or a podcast, a movie, anything like that. So just look at it as just stay consistent, believe in yourself, and stay true to yourself. And if you believe in anything, as far as God or Allah, whoever you believe in, always put them first. Or if you don't believe in anything, at least put yourself first.
Do it with conviction. It should come naturally. Doing what you
Yeah.
love.
Yeah. Like,
That's awesome.
So, show us show us how fun you are for a second. Give me something.
I can let me think. Oh yeah, I did. I can do that too.
You love me, bud.
I do a lot of good Boosie impersonations. Like a lot of people say I do a lot of great Boosie impersonations. So I'm just gonna go from here. Like, hey man, say dog, that's some bullshit you just did, man. You know that's some bullshit, dog. Come the fuck on, man. Like, come on, dog. Or I could do you got me so much on the spot. I'm boiling up a little bit right now.
Comedy kind of comes at not that cost, right? Where you're not on the spot, you can do something ridiculous.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Come on, 1, 2, 3.
Bro, shut the fuck up in my shit, dog.
Man, just drop.
Bro, nah, cause you got me fucked up.
Man, just drop. God damn you. God damn, I almost bust my head on the damn airbag. Like, what the hell is you doing? Like, god damn. I'm gonna bust my motherfucking neck up in here. It's about a bit. Just drop me off. You know what? Just pull over. Pull over. Just pull over. I got time for this shit. Okay. That's one of them right there. And me and this was like 2000. This is another viral video. Like that was just something me and my friend, one of my first was me and my good friend, we were in the car and that actually happened at first. And then because it was so funny because I flew right into the dashboard, so I'm like, hold on, I feel like we should record that and try to make it seem as real as possible. So we did that, and then people thought it was so real. Like I would hit the brakes on them too. Like, don't tell me what to do with my damn car. So like that was just it was really a skit, but it was real because it actually did happen. But we just went over it again. Like, hold on, let's do it and just make it look real as possible. So
funnier than the truth. Yeah.
I wish.
Yep. That was before TikTok.
I wish people would feel that way about every argument you've been in and every disagreement or every tension. Every situation
When
had tension. If you could just redo it all over and record it
yo,
to release
it's,
that negative energy in that light way, I like that.
That's amazing.
yeah, and it was
Yeah,
just like and and then a lot of people like it's crazy to sound. A lot of people like the negative over the positive.
They
If I
do.
get on social media every day and I speak positivity every day, a lot of people be like they'll have some negative say like, oh, he really probably don't act like that in real life. He just trying to do that with some likes and anything like that. But if you come on here and be the negative or be like I don't know, like the villain of social media, people are gonna infatuate with that more because it seems like they like the negative and like the especially drama. A lot of people don't like to admit it, but a lot of people love the drama. They like to go on social media just for
Yeah.
drama, and I'm just like, I don't want to hear about what such and such went through and who they're going through it with. I'm coming on here just to check and see something funny. Like I don't want to see anything negative, and I don't want to see anybody hurt.
no.
I want
People
everybody to
love a
prosper
sad
and be
song.
better.
People love a sad
Exactly.
song, and they love the Joker.
Yep.
That
Yep.
weird
They don't like the
headset.
superhero. They praise the villain more than the superhero.
They sure
So,
do. They sure do. And I've realized that people worry about the wrong things so much in
yep.
life.
Yep. They don't
So
care.
much.
They don't worry about the importance in life. Like,
Mm-mm. Tomorrow's not promising no one.
nope. Nope.
So
That's why.
go ahead.
Not finished. No, finish.
I just said so. Every time you open your eyes, you got to realize how blessed you truly are.
Facts. I totally agree with that because it's a blessing. Like, and I prayed. I was just meditating earlier, and like in my meditation, like I was just pretty much saying like how thankful I am for like little things that sometimes us as people like I won't say we don't we take it for granted, but sometimes we fail to realize how blessed we are. Like just by being able to all see each other right now with our vision, being able to
Yeah.
have our sense of smell, being able to just touch. Like, cause some people don't have hands, some people not able to use their feet, not able to use their legs. So, I'm thankful and I'm grateful for all the blessings that I receive every day. Despite what I might be going through, because it's a true blessing. You got another
Yeah.
opportunity at life, and you got another shot to do better than what you did last week or yesterday or last year. So just make everything count.
That's good. Good advice. I try to count 3 things I'm thankful for every day. And then it's hard to start out, but once you do it, you start getting grateful and doing it subconsciously and autopilot. Like, damn, I'm so glad I got this keyboard working or something. I'm grateful for that. Counting your blessings. That's important, man.
And you
Absolutely.
know what it is, though? People don't realize that our words are spells. So when we put it out to the universe, we're showing really true how we feel.
Exactly.
It's not just an action to try to appease other people for clout. When we speak it, we're really speaking it as a spell to our environment because we create things around us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If we want misery, we're going to make it miserable everywhere we go. If we want to be joyful and have pleasance and peace, we're going to make peace wherever we go. It's all about the way we want to perceive things.
Absolutely.
Stay positive. People love an epic win, man. I like that.
Yeah.
That's cool about you.
So at
Yeah.
where can everybody find you? TikTok? Do you have
So
a
my
YouTube
TikTok.
channel?
Yep, I have YouTube. 2livety on YouTube.
Can you put it in the
TikTok.
comments? Put it in the comments and I'll copy
Yep.
it and chase it.
Yep. YouTube. 2livety.
And I want to say
And my
thank you for coming out to the event too, because I appreciate that a lot.
Absolutely. I'm thankful for just if you just give me everything is an opportunity. So just by just thinking of me to be the host of it, so like I was really thankful for that because could have went and picked someone else, anything like that. So everything's a true blessing for me. Like everything's I don't take any opportunity for granted. I'm gonna treat this opportunity like it's a huge opportunity. It could be like an MTV type of opportunity. Somebody else could have picked the next person. So I was honestly feeling great about having it.
Ooh.
Bad lag
Like
there
I
at
said,
the
it could have been easily. Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yep, now we can.
coming a little better, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because like it could have been that opportunity could have been given to any next person. So for
Right.
y'all to think about me and have me there, I was truly thankful and blessed for it.
No, I appreciate you for coming on and being a part of everything. Honestly, I like your energy. I like your vibe. I'm all about making people laugh too. I feel that I'm funny, but Henry and I have that dry, weird sense of humor too, where not everybody thinks we're funny, but we think we're funny.
Right,
So
right.
My grandma loved me. She always called me Ace Ventura. I was obsessed with Jim Carrey growing up, and I was always way over the top and under medicated for ADHD. So I feel you when you said your family members called you out. I didn't want to say anything about it at the time because it's all me and shit, but I relate heavily to that. I miss my grandma.
Yeah. I miss mine too. I miss mine.
yeah. I'm grateful that I am a
Yeah.
grandma now. I got that bond that I'm going to keep on with my grandsons, and hopefully I have some granddaughters too. I'm gonna put that to the universe. But yeah, I want to keep that bond with my grandbabies because I miss my grandma too. Like the family fell apart,
Yeah,
everything
and it's a
wasn't the same.
blessing.
My grandma.
Yeah, that's a big thing. Families, grandparents, functions when you're little. I hope I didn't cover you up there. You
It's
were
a blessing.
lagging.
Like you want to grow to be a grandparent. You know, like and that's what makes you just more thankful and grateful and respect life even more. Like God allowed me to be someone's grandparent. I'm thankful for that because some people don't even get the chance to get to know their parents because their parents might have passed away at a young age, or didn't get the chance to even have someone be a grandparent for them when they have kids. So it's a blessing. It's about like the respect for life, and it's about appreciating life because all of it can be, far as if you're on the top, far as you have millions of dollars or whatever it is, like all that can be taken away at any given second. So, and it's more about life than just like the finer things, far as material. And it's about enjoying life, actually, and enjoying it, and respecting it, and knowing the morals about life. Like sometimes, but in certain situations when you look at it, like, okay, I was able to have my nana for 19 years of my life. That's a blessing. I mean, I had to turn a negative into a positive because some people don't even know their grandparents or never got the chance to meet them. So, you'll be like, man, I wanted more time with them, but at the same time, you're thankful to have them for all the decades you did get to have them for. So sometimes, like, you gotta turn negative into a positive. Be thankful and grateful for the time that you did get to share. Because that's the whole point about life, respecting the
We did not catch the last couple sentences of that.
There was a bad lag.
Everywhere.
No, that's important though. What you're saying is the legacy that our family leaves behind is really important. It does. They live on through that.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I had a super bad lag. I don't know if it's because my phone's about to die or what, but I just had a super bad lag.
Well, we're about to wrap this up anyways, and I appreciate you coming on. Don't forget the little people when you become big.
Always. I appreciate you guys having me. Thank you for having me, allowing me here, Henry. I appreciate both of you.
Yeah, no problem.
Thanks for coming on, sir.
Yeah, everybody have a blessed night.
Definitely.
Ashe.
Okay. Look forward to being on there again.
Yes, for sure.
Absolutely.